Hey, how's it going, guys? This is your boy Hazzed, and today we're going to be jumping into some Frost DK PvP in a battleground. After that second 10% nerf, going to be taking a look at where our damage is at. Also going to give you guys a quick update on my gear, guys. Something crazy happened tonight. I couldn't even believe it. Anyways, I came out like a bandit on loot. I got like 4 different item pieces. I got my second legendary, which is boots, which is just increased movement speed. I mean, I'm not okay, I'm not that great, but still. PvP. Just wait, it's coming, guys. Anyways, that puts our item level up at 883, which is pretty crazy. We're getting there. We're getting there. We broke that 880 mark. It's just nuts. Anyways, let's jump into this battleground and take a look at where our Frost DK PvP damage is at, guys. Looks like we got Strand of the Ancient, so I'm going to do what any idiot would do and run into the whole team as fast as I can, alright? So I'm going to try and stop this tank, hopefully with a couple chains. Alright, going to blow some major cooldowns here, throwing off Dragon to hit, of course, the tank and any ally that are down there with it. Somehow we made it out of there hitting the tank. That was kind of surprising. Did not quite expect to make it out of that one. That looks like a resto druid right there, so I should probably switch to it. Actually, I'll switch to this hunter right here behind me and put him down real fast. We just tore through that guy when he didn't have heals or healer on him. Heals on him. Like, I don't know why, but that sounded like a pun in my head. That was weird. Like, did I just make a pun joke? And then it just failed really hard. Alright, so we're going to go in on these guys. Going to pop some minor cooldowns. Going to kill this DK as fast as possible. His AMS is about to fall off, and then he should be pretty killable at that point. Alright, going to AMS and dispel those dots on me, putting that DK down, and put that Demon Hunter down at the same time. Nope, can't get on that guy. I'm gonna have to close that gap. As I'm looking at my DPS at the moment, I'd have to say, like, it's generally pretty close to what it was. I can definitely see the slight amount of damage nerf by how fast I'm putting people down, like the time it takes to put people down. But all in all, like, we're definitely still really strong in PvP. I can definitely see that in my damage at the moment. Like, if this was like an enclosed team fight, or, you know, just like something that was really bunched up, my damage would still be quite extreme at this point. Gonna go ahead and get on this demo and try and put as much damage into this as possible. Looks like the guy actually jumped out. He was like, nope, not even gonna mess around with it. Right. Oh no, somebody else jumped in it, so I might as well finish it off. They're trying to, what was that, like a juke? You just passed the ball off to the Demon Hunter? Like, hey, yo, Demon Hunter, take it! Pass it! It was a lateral pass. It was legal. They're allowed to do that. I've literally, in all my years of playing the game, I've never seen somebody do that. Like, I don't know if that was intentional. Most likely it wasn't. But that was funny. I'll give that to them. Alright, they're not getting very far. They definitely seem to be stopping here at the gate. Now, I was getting some questions on videos about what spec you should be playing at the moment, whether you want to play breath spec or the consistency spec. Guys, the consistency spec is still going to be stronger at this point because there wasn't really any changes specifically to abilities. It was a base nerf. So, I mean, basically the whole character got toned down by that 10%. So, it really doesn't matter which one you play. Both specs are exactly the same. They were just a little bit weaker than, you know, the previous week. So obviously the consistency is still going to be beefy. Now the real concern that you guys had was, is the consistency spec still going to be strong? Now, if we got nerfed like we did at the beginning of the expansion and we'd have to rely on those 2-minute cooldowns, that's about as bad as it could get. Now, we definitely haven't been nerfed back to that, anywhere near that actually, because we're still quite a bit stronger than we were in the beginning of the expansion. That's why, obviously, I'm not fretting about the nerf, because I could see that with the math. But a lot of people were very thinking things were going to change, maybe, with the change. No, nothing's going to change. We're still running the same thing. It's still pretty powerful. Purple. I gotta go back to purple. I gotta go back to that side. Let's take a look at damage on, yeah, the little charts here. And we're sitting at about 21 mil, which isn't bad. There wasn't any major AoE fights, 4-0. Yeah, definitely say I don't have a problem with the nerfs. I'm definitely feeling fine. I can definitely say my damage doesn't feel over the top this battleground. As I said a couple seconds ago, there hasn't been very many AoE fights. At least in single targets, my damage doesn't seem to be over the top anymore. My damage is definitely supposed to be higher than the other classes, based on that my character lacks, of course, CC and survivability at this point. But overall, yeah, feeling solid. Like, I'm producing more damage than the other classes in single target. I definitely would produce it in AoE. Um, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I got no complaints. I feel like we're actually closer to where we should be after this nerf, when it comes to being, I guess, balanced. So we probably won't see a million of them in battlegrounds. There's definitely still 4 of them on my team. There's 4. Hold on, let's see what specs they are while we're being attacked. Frost. Yeah, all of them are frost. So people are still playing it. So that's a good sign. That's a good sign. We didn't get nerfed into the ground. All right, there's a lot of people coming up on me right now. I gotta cut back. This is not good. Oh no, there's a ton of people over there too. I'm actually gonna death grip this guy and use IBF healing as I try to close that distance. More worried about that rep pally sneaking up on me right there and pulling out that big ret damage on me. I gotta get him. Alright, I'm gonna peel back even more. I'm being focused by that boomy. It's not good. It's not good. We're getting pushed back. I'm gonna have to get out. I got no survivability left, and it looks like I just made it out. That's not... Okay, that's just Hunter's Mark. I was like, that's not touching death, is it? Oh, I'm so dead. Alright, awesome. I actually got some monk heals. I'll take it. Alright, gonna put out some more dots on these guys. Looks like that Ret's coming back in. Looks like Demon Hunter's coming back in. I'm gonna kill Demon Hunter pretty fast here. He doesn't have any cooldowns, which means he doesn't have Leech, and he's gonna go down pretty fast. Gonna switch over to this Pally, put a big damage on that Pally. Yeah, these other DKs, this DK's running the breath spec over there. I saw that breath coming off. I'm not sure what they're actually running outside of that. I'll have to actually take a look at their characters. But on average, according to Scott at the moment, I'm pulling 50k plus DPS more than they're specking. So if they're rocking the breath spec, you can understand why things haven't changed. Alright, going after... No, yeah, I'm gonna go after this ret. Pushing... Oh, not gonna be... Yeah, caught the interrupt on that. My damage is gonna go right through Bop. GG, Mr. Holy Pally. Alright, we got tank running in. Gonna run over there and catch that. Slow it down! Alright, awesome. I'm gonna go... Oh, gonna grip that. Nope, can't grip that boomy in. He just got outside the range using lag. Lag got us again. Yo, guys, something I don't realize, like, why is it always boomies or feral druids that seem to lag the most? Out of, like, any class I've ever fought, it's always boomies or ferals that teleport. Like, it could... I mean, I have seen other classes do it, obviously, but for the majority, like if it's a duel or anything, it always seems to be a feral druid that does it. I'm not really sure why. All right, we got tanks coming in right side, 2 tanks. We got 1 tank coming in the left side. Definitely going to go over, let's see, let's take a look at the right side. Right side tank is actually going down pretty fast. He's going to get off a couple shots. That guy is actually pushing right side too, so we kind of made the right choice pushing forward. Going to go ahead and spam chains that guy as I run by. I may finish off this feral. But my main aim is to get to this before it actually gets to the wall. Alright, dropping big frost strikes on it. First thing we're going to do is get up our haste so we can go ahead and get more runic power and pump out quite a bit more damage. Looks like we took big breath there. I'm getting stunned. Going to go ahead and break out of that. I've got Dragon up right now. Whenever we have a nice big team fight, I'm going to cast that down the center of it. Alright, okay, got to get on this. Nope, Hunter dead. Wow. Alright, so we're clearing them off the wall. We got another demo coming in. The wall was finally destroyed, so they're going to be pushing in. Definitely going to finish off this demo, though. Alright, demo dead. We got a couple people here. Looks like he ran away. I didn't want to cast that, but it casted it anyways. That's okay. It was an alright crit. 450k. Not bad. Alright, closing the distance on this Holy Pally. Hitting him with chains. Nope, can't hit him with chains. Is he going to go up here and drop down? Nope, he's not going to drop down. He's just going to hide up there and try to heal. Alright, so Hoarder pushed out past the door at this point. I'm going to go ahead and slow this Pally, put in a stun on him. Looks like he's going to try and sprint away. There's first grip. I've got second grip if need be. And there's the second grip, and he's down. Switching over to this Shadow Priest, throwing up Obliteration. Actually going to have to AMS and slow this demo down. I'm going to put out as much damage as possible. I got minor cooldowns. Oh, I got feared. Oh, that's good. We got fear broken really fast. That Hunter hit us. Alright. We gotta kill this thing. Go, go, more damage, more damage. There we go. Alright, gonna get on this Warlock. Yeah, guys, I'm pretty excited about the whole 2 legendary thing. I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about this, because these 2 legendaries together actually get rid of one of my Achilles heels, at least in World PvP. Because you notice the boots increase your movement speed by 75% of your haste. Alright, so that's pretty cool. Now, the other thing, that just increases my speed all the time. The other ring that I have, of course, increases my haste by 15%. So, of course, that makes me go a little bit faster with that extra 15% haste when that procs. Not only does it do that, that ring proc the extra haste, but it also procs... I'm disarmed, that's terrible. But it also... Hold on, this is a focus match. But it also procs the extra, like, 70% movement speed from the ring. So you can imagine when those 2 things proc, it kind of turns me into like the Frost DK Flash in World PvP, and usually closing gaps ends up being one of the hard things, and ends up being kind of like the lack in our survivability. But with these 2 items in World PvP, I don't think I'm going to have any lack of being able to, you know, catch people at this point. Wow, we just killed them. Almost died there. Had to use IBF healing to stay alive through that fray. But we did quite a bit of damage. I gotta finish off Hunter. Hunter's gonna go down, and we gotta push back out. Oh, that's gonna be into round 1. Good job. We actually held him off the door. Alright, so we're starting off. I guess this is offense. So we gotta go offense here. Looks like he's kind of looking at that thing like, man, I'm gonna get on this demo. But it just went under the water, so I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I'm actually gonna trinket that stun. This Demon Hunter is 1v1 me. 1v1 me, Demon Hunter! There's demon form. Well, what do you do when they pop demon form? You spam chains at them, because then they can't do anything. He's like, dude, why does this root keep applying to me? I can't move. I'm a demon hunter. And you wait for demon form to fall off, and then you punch him in the face, because he doesn't have any healing at this point. Now, if he was a good demon hunter, I'd have to AMS because of I-beam and stuff, kind of like he just popped right there. That's his main damage source. But no, I don't have to. He's going to die pretty fast. Looks like we actually pushed through the first door. We're getting whispers. What up, Night Scratch? Yeah. Alright, we got Hunter. Yeah, we got this, Hunter. This is like prey right here. We're like a cheetah coming up against a gazelle. Oh, we just ripped into the gazelle's leg. Oh, yeah, going for the throat. Oh, he feigned death us. He thought that juke was gonna work. Not today, Mr. Gazelle. Not today. Right to the neck. We just punctured that wound. We just right in the jugular. Alright, so looks like we've already cleared the next door. I am being no help in clearing doors. We need to get in these team fights. Maybe even peel some of these off the demos. Looks like we gotta push up a little farther. I actually got some heals here, so that's kind of nice. If this heal follows us, we may deal quite a bit of damage. We got triples. We got triple, and we only got a double here. That's okay. We'll go ahead and pump out that double. I gotta get on this warrior. Warrior knows he's dead. He's like, switch to DK. Nope, it's already over. There's no reason. Pretty much. Alright, we got Pally. Oh, we chained the dog. Yeah, don't go anywhere, Mr. Hunter Pet. We'll be back for you. Oh, there's the hunter. That's not the gazelle. That's a different one. Oh, but he's better. His feigned death was a lot more effective. Like, if he would have sat that for 2 more seconds, I would have fell for it. No lie. Like, that was a good feigned death. That was solid. Alright, so we're pushing up. Looks like we're actually about to break the door. Their respawns are coming out. A couple people are just standing over there like, yep, oh, we lost this one, guys. Good effort. Alright, gonna try and kill this boomy down. Oh, look, there's another hunter. Where are all these hunters? The hunter. When the hunter becomes the hunted. Hazed born. Anyways, guys, that's going to be our first battleground after the nerf. Obviously, we're not doing terrible. I went 16-0. You know, my healing for healing on a class was actually not half bad. I mean, of course, not to, you know, some of the other guys. But, anyways, just wanted to kind of just give you guys a nice little puff up. We are not terrible. We can still compete. Our damage is still solid. We going nuts with the kills. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. It's my birthday today, guys, so go ahead and hit that like button. I would appreciate it. And until next time, this was your boy Hazzed.